Wow. So this is what I have looked like all day. This is hilarious. You know, when you look in the mirror and you think, yeah, I look really good. I love my hair and I like my outfit and I like this. And then you get behind the camera and you look at yourself and you think, I must have one of those fucking mirrors from the circus or royal shows where they actually like perceive you, like when you go in a change room and you've got a skinny mirror and the fat mirror, etc, etc, etc. I've got my headphones on because I permanently do. And so then I had this argument with myself of all these thoughts, do I write them or do I get onto a video? And I had this discussion. I said, well, you know, I know I'm really good at writing, but then it doesn't ever get across to people the way it was intended, because then it's reading, right? So then I knew I could go on video, but I didn't want to because I couldn't get my music. So hey, I linked up my headphones to my computer and hey presto. And I wanted to talk about, the reason I wanted to get on was people's lies. I guess I must be talking to an audience that have got their crown chakra rocking. The transparency of people is hilarious, and to not only see straight through their lies, they don't even know they're lying, or not that they don't know that they're lying, they don't know how transparent they are. But at the same time, they're probably thinking they're really calculated, or they have no idea who they are. So I'm trying not to think. I'm trying to just speak and see what comes out. So what's been happening lately? Okay, so I'm laughing because there's a person that caused me to come on and make this message that is, I can see message, I can't see what they say, but there's lots and lots of messages, because I just had a conversation with someone and just so honest. I was just so honest, brutally honest. This person, they need it. It wasn't that I was nasty, I was just honest. Because my intuition told me what to say no to, and this is not a relationship like that, but what to say to clearly tell me that I had to be like a gatekeeper to this person. I'm not going to go any further because then I'm going to sound just really trippy. So, people's lies. Was I ever gullible to them? No. See, I was in this relationship for years, and after a while, when someone tells you so many lies, it gets angry at you if you ever make them see the truth or accuse them of lying. Is that you kind of get to a point that you just go along with it. Go along with it. Go along with it. Like when a computer game, all of a sudden this line goes down the middle of the screen and it's just created two alternate realities. Actually, there's more than two. So you've got the person in the relationship that is sad and trying to make everything work. You've got the person in the relationship that has been totally forgotten. And she's the child, that's the inner child, she's just totally squished down into the ground by herself. Most herself, but she's allowed someone to do it. And then you've got the reality of the our higher self. Your intuition is the one that's correct. But how easy is it to not listen to that? And then it's not. Now, I feel like I'm so in tune with listening. If I don't listen, I can feel sick. I can feel the intensity of vibrations more, to the point of being even fussier of what food I eat. A sound is made and I can feel what it does to my body. So just before, there's a guy across the lane that has really loud, a certain tone car. It's not offensive like a really loud motorbike, but has this tone. As soon as that noise started crossing through, my whole demeanor was like, whoa. I could feel it. It was like my son telling me that he watched a tiny bit of a horror show last night at his dad's, and I thought, okay, I've got no control over this, so I'm not going to get upset about it. And he told me that it was too scary and it made him feel horrible or something, or maybe that was my words. And I was like, don't, because he's such an empath too, like, don't take it on, don't even watch it. It's like me, why listen to a conversation that is low vibe? Why watch something that is low vibe when it's just going to have a knock-on effect? And if you can feel that what's obvious vibration to you and me, it's not going to be obvious to everybody. A couple of years ago, like 3-4 years ago, it wouldn't have been obvious to me. I would have been drunk. 'Cause that's the way it was. What were we talking about? Vibrations. It's like being in such a high vibration that you can look at the lower vibrations. It's funny that I'm saying this because 12 hours ago. Oh my God, it's 444. 24 hours ago. Now my eyes twitching. I was so sad. I was clearly having to just release something heavy, and all I wanted to do was just come home so I could cry it out, just get rid of it. And it made me realise that I had not felt like that for so long, and that was the norm for a while. Sorry, the norm, the releasing thing, like for like 6 months of hibernation. That was the way I felt constantly. It was just like this, getting a sponge and just twisting it, and the water just keeps coming out. Good analogy. That's a good analogy, actually, that we are sponges. We start off as that little lightweight sponge, and then the crap in life that gets poured on us, and we get heavy, then we get soggy. I'm going to let you fill in the gaps, and then you get heavy, and you might get really stinky as well. And then you just get so bad. And it's like God just gets the hose on you and just sprays you, and you're just like, no. He's like, just trust me, I'm making you better. And then and then you're actually now really clean, but fuck, that hurt, right? And then you kind of get picked up, and someone starts like rinsing you out. And slowly, because if you did it too hard and fast, you'd fall apart. You'd just like crumble away like an old piece of foam. But we're not old yet. We're going to keep intact, because now we've been cleaned and rinsed and squeezed out. We're back to fluffy. We're back to fluffy, right? I'm going to end it there, because I'm going to walk down and get some yochi. Is that my scarf? I made it. I should put a logo on there. I could sell my own scarves.